Lieutenant normal enough.
Alright, hold the music. Comrades, I bring you greetings, members of this esteemed platform. You know, I'm sure I wouldn't want to make any mistakes, but I know the representatives of every division in the parish of Hanover, PNP, they are represented here. The mayor, Sir Sheridan Samuels, and, well, the caretaker of Western Hanover, that this is, you know, Miss Heather Miller. Comrade Heather Miller, you have to see with me, I'm still young. So, comrade, we not say Mr. and Mr., right? Comrade Heather Miller. And as was said, people of, Mike, yes man, fire and lightning them, sir, right? And as was said, people of Hanover, it is my esteemed pleasure today to represent the youths of the constituency. And I will go about this by doing two things. Won't be long. I'll be echoing a vision for the youths of the nation. And as is testament of me being here, will give one recommendation, as PNP has proven itself to be a party that listens to the youths. So shall we begin? I'm going to ask us to briefly take just a moment of silence as we reflect. I want you to look at the ground beneath your feet. For every comrade that is here, that have traveled near and far, I want you to consider the roads that you would have driven on. I want you to consider the schools that your children are attending, that our children are attending. I want you to consider the hospital and all the other infrastructure in and throughout Hanover. And now that we are focused on all these things, I know some of you may think that I will now turn to say they are in a deplorable condition. But I will never say that. Not at this time. I won't waste your time like that. We know the condition of the roads. We know the condition of the hospitals and the schools. Rather, I will bring our attention to something that some of us seem to not know, and a few of us at least forget. People of Hanover, these same roads, these same hospitals, these same schools, did you know that it is from these same things that we gave Jamaica and the world our first Prime Minister? Did you know that the ground you're walking on produced one of our national heroes? Did you know that from Hanover, our longest serving Prime Minister also came? Did you know that a Governor General came from Hanover? Did you know that the first female Olympic gold medalist in all of the English-speaking Caribbean came from Hanover? Did you know that many business extraordinaires, many teachers, doctors, lawyers, and great people of Jamaica and the world came from Hanover? My comrades, I will not waste your time by talking about the state of the roads. Rather, I want you to know that deplorable or not, it is from these roads that greatness have come. And I want to tell you something. I am talking about what Hanover has given. But some person may think that Hanover is the forgotten parish. But no, Because it is these same roads that have produced you, and it is these same roads that has produced me, which means that them think we done, but I come with just I come. Come with just I come. So, as I am here representing the youths of the constituency, I stand here to remind us that it is from Hanover that greatness grows. Your children that are still traversing these roads, it is still from Hanover that greatness grows, and we're going to put Hanover in safe hands. Can we make some noise for that? We are going to put Hanover, rescue Hanover, and rescue the greatness. So therefore, I will echo this vision that has convicted me. And to be honest, I wish it were around when I was going to university. But thank God for my father who would have labored hard, and all the others who would have helped me to send me. But when I consider the others, some persons who in your households, you have some brilliant daughters, some brilliant sons. But the issue that many of us are facing is financing to send them to university. Allow me to. And people of Hanover, for too long or too often, these same brilliant minds that we have in our homes pass so many subjects and end up off a sit down pan the corner. No more. No more. So the vision that has brought a conviction in my heart is this. The one-in-one plan that the PNP has. And what am I talking about? Somebody, I was having a conversation in my community, and somebody would have said to me, what's the vision that the PNP is bringing forward? And news me seed pan, so I don't know how them not hear it. But like how them not hear it, I use the opportunity to ask him, my boss, you have no, anybody in your family have no degree? Boss said no. And I say, eh, you have no liquor brother? Him say, yeah. And he said, in liquor brother pass all I'm subject them. And he make another mention of a little sister coming up, a bright like star. Well, a plan of the People's National Party is every single household of somebody who does not have a degree. If the household does not already have someone who has a degree, that brilliant star is going to go to university for free. All expense paid. Which means, comrade, right, means, comrades, that every single household will have at least one person who has a degree. And to address this thing, people of the constituency, Jamaica is facing a terrible literacy rate. The literacy rate of the nation is extremely poor. There are persons in grade 7 who still don't know how to read. What can go so? Well, I can tell you this. The current government is scrambling around wondering how to bridge that gap. But can I tell you something? If you have somebody inside your household who is a degree owner, an educated person who is able not only to demonstrate morals and ethics but also literacy, can I tell you this? Before I reach grade 3, by virtue of the fact that my mother was is a teacher, her father was a teacher, her grandmother was a teacher. Before I reached grade 3, I was already reading and speaking fluent English at the high school level. which means to address the literacy rate, comrades, that is currently plaguing our nation. Every household must have someone who is in the household who is able to stand and bridge that gap. Now to the recommendation. That's for every household without a degree. And I'm sure as I'm here, you will consider this recommendation. Another issue that is facing education for our nation is the booming school fees. One generation ago, the school fees, my people, that persons at the university level used to pay, you can't even pay that for 1 year. Which means 1 year current school fee could have paid 4 years of your school fee just one generation ago. So what does that suggest? Things are booming out of control. What I recommend is this. If we can't stop the school fees, why not cap the school fees right across the board? Which means that we have something that we can save towards, and what was $1 million just a few years ago won't be $10 million. So comrades, youths, education is the key. So when you are voting, vote for your education. Blessings, comrades.